Let's go Broncos! The energy in Denver is electrifying, and there's a lot cooking behind the scenes for our beloved Broncos. With the roster shaping up and the culture evolving under Sean Payton, the momentum is undeniable. The buzz around the team is real, and we're seeing more and more people trying to squeeze their way onto the Broncos bandwagon. And you know what? Maybe it's time to scooch over and let him in, because this team is building something special. But before we dive into all the big updates and behind-the-scenes stories, make sure you've hit that like button, only if you've been a Broncos fan for over 20 years. It's always heartwarming to see fans of all ages repping the orange and blue. And hey, if you're really ride or die, drop a comment that says, "Go Broncos! My heart bleeds orange and blue." Now, straight to the heart of the matter, Sean Payton. Finally, he's getting the respect he deserves. Pro Football Focus ranked him as the second best returning head coach in the NFL, right behind Andy Reid. And honestly, that's fair. Reid's resume is hard to argue with, but what Sean Payton has done with this Broncos team, reviving the locker room after the Russell Wilson debacle, getting us into playoff contention, and molding a promising rookie quarterback into a record-setting machine, is nothing short of phenomenal. Think about it. Last year we started 0-2 and still made the playoffs. The year before, started 1-5 and nearly made it. This year, we kicked things off against the Titans and Colts, games we should absolutely win. A hot start under Payton's leadership could mean something big is brewing. And that defense? Already a top 3 unit last year, and somehow it got better. With all pros joining the ranks and Alex Singleton returning, the defensive side of the ball looks ready to dominate. But it's not just the defense. Check this out. A 10-year NFL scout ranked the Broncos' offensive line as the 3rd best in the league, right behind the Eagles and Vikings. That matches what NFL.com reported too. You're telling me we've got possibly the best defense, a top-tier offensive line, and the 2nd best head coach in football? Broncos country, this is not a drill. And then there's Bo Nix. This kid is something else. Quiet, composed, relentless. He didn't win Rookie of the Year, thanks to the narrative surrounding Jaden Daniels. But let's look at the numbers. More touchdowns, fewer weapons. And despite a staggering 5.1% drop rate from his receivers, he still posted a 66% completion rate. That's 15th best in the NFL. Adjust for those drops, you're looking at nearly 70%, which would have been the best rookie performance ever. Remember, Daniels had the most accurate rookie season on record, but if Bo had Daniels' drop rate, he would have outperformed him. Think about that. Bo didn't even throw his first touchdown until week 4. Still, he finished the season with 28 touchdowns and just 8 interceptions. And here's the kicker. Most of those interceptions came early while he was still adjusting. Once he got going, he was lights out. We're talking about the most games with 200-plus passing yards and 2 touchdowns without a pick by any rookie in NFL history. Most home passing touchdowns ever by a rookie, 19. He wasn't just setting Broncos records, he was rewriting NFL history books. And while we're praising him, let's not overlook his leadership. Brandon Jones revealed in a recent interview just how serious Bo is this offseason. No distractions, no rap albums, no festival appearances. He stayed in Colorado, focused on his craft, leading his own passing camp. He's not a check-down artist like some critics claimed. In fact, the real check-down merchant in the AFC West is Patrick Mahomes, who led the NFL in screen passes and throws behind the line of scrimmage last year. Bo is pushing the ball downfield and doing it efficiently. The culture Sean Payton is building, it's not just about football, it's about brotherhood. Evan Ingram chose Denver over the Chargers because of it. Players aren't just showing up, they're choosing to spend more time together. They want to be around each other. Payton's even advocating for international games just to get this group tighter on long flights. Ingram said it best. He sees this team becoming like the Peyton Manning-era Broncos within a year or two. That's the level of camaraderie and belief inside the locker room right now. Add to that the ownership backing, literally the richest owner in sports, and you've got a team investing in elite training facilities that are set to become the envy of the league. The only downside? The iconic training camp hill will be gone to make space, so fans will need to grab free tickets to attend practice this year. It's going to be more limited, but man, it's going to be worth it. Keep an eye out for those tickets tomorrow. Don't miss your shot to witness this squad up close. Oh, and one more thing, dodged a serious bullet with the Russell Wilson contract. We all know it didn't work out, but did you know Wilson originally asked for a fully guaranteed 7-year, $350 million deal? Thankfully, the Broncos shut that down and saved themselves tens of millions. It could have been so much worse. This team is locked in, from top to bottom. A sharp, determined quarterback. A coach who knows how to win. A defense that's built to destroy. And an ownership that's all in. The rest of the NFL better watch out, because the Broncos are back and they mean business. And if you believe the numbers, the leadership, and the momentum, it's hard to argue otherwise. Bo Nix's rookie season wasn't just a pleasant surprise, it was historic. And yet, it feels like he's only scratched the surface. His growth trajectory is steep, and what sets him apart isn't just the raw stats. It's the mindset, the humility, and the work ethic that players like Brandon Jones have publicly praised. Staying in Colorado during the offseason, leading his own training camps, engaging in personal development sessions with teammates, this is not the behavior of a player resting on accolades. It's the behavior of a franchise cornerstone preparing for greatness. This culture shift under Sean Payton is one of the biggest reasons we can realistically talk about the Super Bowl without sounding delusional. When Evan Ingram talks about choosing the Broncos because of the brotherhood and compares the team's current trajectory to the Peyton Manning era, you know something serious is happening behind closed doors. These aren't just good vibes. This is a team built on respect, discipline, and unity. They're asking for international games not for the exposure, but to spend more time bonding as a unit. That's next-level leadership from the coaching staff. And speaking of coaching, let's talk about Sean Payton's X's and O's. It's not just the culture. It's not just the ability to get the most out of his players. It's the scheme, the play design, the ability to make anyone on the field a threat at any time. That's why he's finally being recognized nationally as the #2 returning coach in the league. Think about what that means in the context of this team. You've got a head coach who's seen it all, won at the highest level, and now has a hungry, young quarterback playing with precision and purpose. That combination is rare. It's powerful. Let's not forget the trenches either. The Broncos have built one of the league's most formidable offensive lines, now ranked third behind only the Eagles and Vikings by a longtime NFL scout and verified by NFL.com. This isn't some fluke rating. It reflects the depth, physicality, and cohesion this line brings every snap. Protecting Bo Nix, opening lanes for J.K. Dobbins, who, if healthy, could be a top-tier back. It all starts up front, and Denver has quietly constructed one of the nastiest front fives in football. The defense, too, isn't just riding on past accolades. With the return of Alex Singleton and key All-Pro additions, this unit is set to not only repeat but possibly improve on its top 3 ranking from last season. Defensive consistency is rare in today's NFL, but when it's paired with an ascending offense, it becomes the bedrock of a championship contender. And this is where the vision becomes crystal clear. A team with elite coaching, a budding star quarterback, dominant trenches on both sides, a top-tier defense, and a unified, hungry locker room. That's not a rebuilding team. That's a team knocking on the door. Even the off-field infrastructure is mirroring the on-field ambition. The Broncos are pouring millions into building what is expected to be the NFL's premier training facility, a place that will attract talent, enhance performance, and symbolize the franchise's commitment to winning at all levels. The only bittersweet part? The iconic hill many of us grew up watching training camp from will be replaced. But in its place, bleachers and reserved ticket systems are being set up, proof that even fan experience is being upgraded to match the team's upward trajectory. And we haven't even fully unpacked the resilience shown during the Russell Wilson situation. As bad as that deal felt, we now know it could have been significantly worse. He initially demanded a fully guaranteed 7-year, $350 million contract. Let that sink in. Fortunately, the Broncos held their ground and signed a more conservative deal, sparing the franchise a financial catastrophe. That kind of front office clarity is what separates teams stuck in the past from those planning for the future. This isn't a hype cycle. This is a reset, a rebuild done right, a new foundation, poured solidly by Sean Payton, fortified by smart personnel decisions, and brought to life by the emergence of a quarterback who looks like he's built for the big stage. And while the national media might still be slow to fully embrace what's happening in Denver, the numbers, the testimonials, and the trajectory say it all. So now, Broncos fans, it's your turn. Do you believe this is finally the year everything comes together? Is this team truly ready to compete with the NFL's elite and start another golden era of Broncos football? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and check out the next video on screen. This is only the beginning. Go Broncos!